This is certainly a different time for all of us. Thanksgiving is often a time when we are looking forward to gathering together as a family and celebrating, giving thanks for all these things that we've been a part of this past year, and we're celebrating around food and activity, and it's just what we've done in our country for many decades. Traveling, vacationing, plenty of memories. This is gonna be a really different year for us, so how can we maybe have more of a positive spin on this year for Thanksgiving? For our family, for years, we were probably a typical family. My mom would be the one who would welcome everybody through the years to come to her house, and whether they're pitching a tent or they're in a trailer or cramming into rooms or in the hallways, she'd welcome everybody. And she would start weeks in advance, getting everybody's requests and starting to make things. And usually she would throw in some extra item that we'd all talk about, whether it be the pumpkin soup or some other item that found its way on your plate. And that was kind of her traditions to Thanksgiving. So as we're thinking about that, what are some of your traditions? Because things often change, just like this year. I knew a family who always played football. That was one of their traditions. They had a turkey bowl of sorts, and whether you're a guy, a girl, or a kid, they would play rain or shine. And they would do it in the morning time before food happened. But what's your tradition? Maybe you watch football as a family or whatever, but this year's going to be really different. So how do we go about our time? I want to just kind of read for you maybe a few verses that may kickstart your day as you're thinking about it tomorrow. Because for us in Oregon, they have mandated that we stay indoors and around this COVID-19 mandate. It's going to be interesting to look back at this video perhaps and say, hey, do you remember that time? So we're building on memories from that. But it's taken away a lot of our norms, and one of them is going to be Thanksgiving and family time and those kind of things. But I wanted to give you some scriptures, and maybe it'll help us as we're giving thanks. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. And then this tough one, rejoice always and pray continually. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you. Maybe it's a good thing even to stop right now, take a moment and think of positive ways that you could be reminded of what God has done in your life this past year. Maybe around the table, even if it's just the two of you this year, or maybe just your immediate family. Take a moment to hear from each person around the table what they're thankful for this year. And think, maybe prompt them by saying, hey, let's talk about the health that we all have had, and thank them for relationships. Thank Him for always providing for us and our family. Be grateful for who God is and grateful for who He is in your life. It'd be a great way to have a new tradition moving forward and giving thanks with purpose this year. Thanks again for watching, folks, and happy Thanksgiving.